Hey, today I'm doing a Coloring in Classics unboxing. For some reason it's in this box, not one that says Coloring in Classics. In this box there's supposed to be a coloring book, a puzzle book, and I think this may be my acclaimed fiction reading book. It comes with a reading book, a coloring book, and a puzzle book. I get it through Amazon. You have the choice between either having coffee or not. The one with coffee costs $30.99, and the one without is $18.99. Also have the choice between romance, acclaimed fiction, acclaimed nonfiction, fantasy, horror, mystery, or sci-fi. It comes wrapped up in green tissue, and there's a Chupa Chups. It looks like a sour apple lollipop, green apple lollipop. So the book is The Fourth Child by Jessica Winter. It says, book smart, devotedly Catholic, and painfully unsure of herself, Jane becomes pregnant in high school. By her early 20s, she is raising 3 children in the suburbs of western New York State with her husband, Pat, whose constantly shifting moods are tripwires in their marriage. In the fall of 1991, as her children are growing older and more independent, Jane is overcome by a spiritual and intellectual restlessness that leads her to join a local anti-abortion group, just as the pro-life organization Operation Rescue has begun building its own base in her community. Following the tenets of her beliefs, she feels called to adopt a little girl from Eastern Europe, but Marilla is a difficult child, deprived of a loving caregiver in infancy. She remains unattached to her new parents, acting out in destructive and unpredictable ways. No matter how much love Jane shows her, as Jane becomes consumed with chasing therapies that might help Marilla, her relationships with her family, especially her oldest daughter Lauren, begin to fray. Feeling estranged from her mother and unsettled in her new high school, Lauren is uncertain how much to reinvent herself. A chance audition for the school play puts her into the orbit of the charismatic drama club teacher, Mr. Smith. Soon after, she discovers the power of her bargaining creativity and sexuality, a journey that both echoes and departs from her mother's own adolescent experiences. But when Lauren is confronted with the limits of her independence, Jane is thrown into an emotional crisis, forced to reconcile her principles and faith with her determination to keep her daughter safe. Written with breathtakingly gorgeous, compassionate prose, The Fourth Child is a beautifully told story about the power of family, but also a haunting portrayal of how love can shatter or strengthen our beliefs. Following her critically acclaimed break in case of emergency, Jessica Winter returns with a moving novel about motherhood and marriage, adolescence and bodily autonomy, family and love, religion and sexuality, and the delicate balance between the purity of faith and the messy reality of life. I don't know why, but sometimes book people say how many pages are in a book, so there's 238 pages in this book. So the next item is this 5-minute brain teasers. It says, quick doesn't have to mean too easy. Each small puzzle in this book should take only a few minutes to solve, but you'll get a fun brain workout in that time. Hundreds of varied puzzles will test you with wordplay, logic, math, and more. Whenever you have a little time to spare, just pick one, grab a pencil, and get started. Here are some of the puzzles. Hopefully I can figure out some of these. And then the last item is the unofficial Bridgerton coloring book. From the gardens to the ballrooms, color your way through Grosvenor Square. Some pretty good pictures to come.